This is not what an ocean should look like. All the marine life is dead and the seawater is poisoned with oil. But how did it get like this? Let's go back before all of the oil spilled. This is what we started with, an ocean without much human interference. Species thrive, the water's clean, and nature prevails. The ocean has many resources, one of which is oil, and many oil companies want to extract this oil. And so, they set up oil rigs, which can cause many problems. Their method of extracting oil isn't always safe, and when the rig breaks like this, oil can spill throughout the ocean. The oil spreads out, creating oil plumes. Some of the oil evaporates or forms dense clumps and sinks, like tar balls. But most of the oil just stays in the ocean and forms oil slicks. Fish can become mutated, and the oil also gets stuck in birds' feathers, thus making them hypothermic, and they lose heat. The oil can also hurt human activities. Many coastal towns depend on the fishing industry and beach tourism as their main source of income. After an oil spill, nobody wants to visit the beach, and fishermen can no longer catch any fish or shellfish. Now, how do we clean up this mess? We can use containment booms to corral the oil away from marshes and other sensitive areas. We can also use dispersants to break up clumps of oil so they can be digested by oil-eating microbes. So you wouldn't think this could actually happen, but it happens more than you think. Just look at the BP Deepwater Horizon oil disaster of 2010. After the Deepwater Horizon oil rig exploded and sank, 4.9 million barrels of oil gushed into the Gulf of Mexico. When BP finally closed the well, the damage had already been done. The spill area hosts over 8,000 species, all of whom were placed at risk. The water had high concentrations of chemicals harmful to humans and animals. There are also significant economic losses. States such as Louisiana suffered 2.5 billion losses in the fishing industry and 23 billion losses in the tourism industry. So, we might have caused this mess, but people like you and me can help resolve these disasters and protect both the ocean and ourselves. Humans and the oceans will always be intertwined, and it's our job to protect this precious resource, so our ocean will always be this beautiful and colorful.